The security footage from mining station Theta 7 became legendary across the Galactic Defense Network. 30 minutes of grainy surveillance video showing a single figure systematically dismantling an entire Scari raiding party. Military analysts studied every frame, xenobiologists wrote papers on the combat techniques, and tactical instructors used it as required viewing. Nobody guessed the lone fighter was a 20-year-old cadet on his first assignment. Alex Chun had been 3 days into a routine geological survey mission when the Scari pirates hit the remote mining station. The insectoid raiders specialized in lightning strikes, overwhelming isolated outposts before help could arrive. Their modus operandi was simple: kill everything that moved, strip valuable minerals, vanish into hyperspace. Station Theta 7 housed 43 civilian miners and scientists. When the attack began, Alex was in sublevel C, cataloging our samples and complaining about the tedium of cadet assignments. He heard the first explosions through 200 meters of rock and steel. By the time he reached the surface levels, the station's security force was dead. The civilians had barricaded themselves in the cafeteria, buying time that wouldn't save them. 12 Scari warriors were methodically cutting through the reinforced doors with plasma torches. The first security camera caught Alex emerging from the maintenance shafts. He looked exactly like what he was, a young human in a mining jumpsuit, carrying a standard-issue sidearm and a toolkit. The camera timestamp showed 14 hours 37 minutes and 22 seconds. By 14 hours 38 minutes and 15 seconds, the first Scari warrior was down. Military experts would later debate how Alex had moved so quietly that a Scari, a species evolved for ambush hunting, never detected his approach. The footage showed him using mining equipment like purpose-built weapons. A plasma cutter became a sword, industrial cables became tripwires, even the station's artificial gravity became a tactical advantage. At 14 hours 42 minutes and 51 seconds, Alex triggered a controlled detonation that collapsed a corridor, splitting the raiding party in half. The explosion looked random to security cameras, but post-incident analysis revealed surgical precision, cutting off reinforcements without damaging critical life support systems. The Scari adapted quickly. Their warriors were veterans of 100 raids, genetically enhanced for combat, equipped with military-grade weapons and armor. They began hunting the mysterious defender with coordinated pack tactics. But Alex wasn't fighting like a soldier. He was fighting like an engineer. The footage from Camera Junction 7 became the most analyzed clip in military history. It showed Alex jury-rigging an industrial power conduit to overload 3 levels above the raiders, then using the controlled blackout to relocate through maintenance tunnels they didn't know existed. When the lights came back on, he was behind them with improvised explosives made from mining charges. By 15 hours 5 minutes and 33 seconds, half the raiding party was neutralized. The survivors began exhibiting behavior their species had never shown before: retreat hesitation. These were creatures bred for overwhelming aggression, but the station had become a maze of traps and ambush points that turned their strengths into liabilities. The final sequence, at timestamp 15 hours 12 minutes and 7 seconds, showed the last 3 Scari warriors cornered in the main processing bay. They had superior firepower, military training, and tactical coordination. Alex had a broken plasma cutter, a handful of mining explosives, and intimate knowledge of industrial safety protocols. He shut off the artificial gravity. In zero-G combat, the Scari's heavy armor became a handicap. Their weapons, designed for planetary assault, were unwieldy without gravitational reference. Alex moved like he was born in vacuum, using the processing equipment to ricochet between surfaces with fluid precision. The footage ended at 15:14:22 with Alex manually reactivating life support systems. When the rescue ships arrived 6 hours later, they found a mining station that looked like a war zone and a cadet sitting in the cafeteria, sharing ration bars with traumatized civilians. Cadet Chen, the rescue commander, stared at his datapad. Preliminary reports suggest you single-handedly eliminated a 12-warrior Scari raiding party using improvised tactics and mining equipment. Alex shrugged, looking embarrassed. I just treated it like a really aggressive engineering problem, sir. The footage went classified immediately, but the legend spread. Young officers whispered about the cadet who turned an industrial facility into a tactical nightmare for professional raiders. The official report listed the incident as successful civilian evacuation following equipment malfunction. Alex received a commendation for resourcefulness under pressure. He never mentioned that he'd actually enjoyed the puzzle.